Hello, divine twin flames. How are you today? It is Friday. Got that Friday feeling after the super full moon in Scorpio? Scorpio. Watery, emotional. I'm a Scorpio. I like to believe I'm sort of the highest version of the Scorpio, which is the eagle or the phoenix instead of the lower version of the Scorpio, which is that reactive scorpion. But Scorpio is a water sign, and it often gets you in your feels. So how you guys doing? Did you feel extra emotional, or did you feel sort of intense yesterday? I know there was a lot of collective fears and confusion based on some of the information that was hitting media or alternate media and Twitter, trending and that sort of thing. So if you have a lot of questions involved there, you can email me at twinflamechanneling at gmail.com, 2 N's, 1 L. You can also hit me up there for a reading. I do pendulum readings, which are extremely accurate with yes/no questions. So if you have 5 questions you want to ask, if this is your twin, or if you should reach out, or if this business is right for you, or what have you. I'm also a purpose priestess since 05, 06-ish, and I was really struck by that purpose around 03, but started working in it a little bit later. But I do have tests and career tests and different ways for you guys to really discover what it is that you're meant to do here. I believe we all have a destiny. We have something unique to offer, and it's not always what we think in our head. It's not always what we were trained in, and it's not always what our parents told us to do or our friends think we're good at. So pay attention to how things feel inside of you and what you truly, truly love, what sparks you and makes you feel alive. And just like time, is not even a thing. Time just flies by. You barely stop to even tinkle, right? So I got gifted. I won a giveaway on Instagram for these affirmators cards. They are incredible. It's by this company called Knock Knock, okay? And let's see. Let me refer. Have you guys ever heard of the LA girl on Instagram? She partnered up with my friend Brittany, who also has an amazing book about weightlifting. So she's at B underscore, what is she at? B underscore. Goodness gracious, how come you can never find anything when you want to find it? Okay, B underscore Noelle Fitness, Noelle Fitness, all one. She's really cool. She's also in a show coming up on parkour. And the LA girl is really cool too. I'm going to try to give as many shout outs to people who I think are amazing. But these decks, this is going to be my favorite deck. I just shuffled. You know what? I'm going to do it one more time because I always call in the angels like as soon as I grab the cards. It's just sort of my process, but I'm going to do it right here for you. All right, so we're going to call in God and Jesus and all of our ascended masters, our angels, our guides, our passed over relatives who are here to help us on our mission. And angels in heaven, shine down on me, show me the things that we need to see. Angels in heaven, shine down on me, show me the things that we need to see. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do a full reading with one deck because I'm trying to make these shorter. I just know from my experience that whenever I saw a reading that was like 2 hours and I just wanted a quick fix, I, couldn't always listen to it all. And sometimes I think people get long-winded. The good thing I think about my long readings is once I get into the reading, most of the time it is specifically, all reading. I don't go off on too many tangents unless I'm led to, because I channel So I might be telling stories about something, a synchronicity, or explaining it in my terms, or, with my experience. Again, I'm not trying to talk about me or my union or whatever. I'm just giving examples so that some of you who don't even know if you're twin flames or not, you can kind of get an idea of what this is all about. Oh my gosh, I said I was going to put on lotion. Oh my gosh, I've got to get some lotion. I saw my hand, you guys, in my elbows. This right here is amazing lotion. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I look like I'm 10 years older. It's from all this hand washing. All right. I am so excited about what's coming in, you guys, because I can just feel it. All right. I'm super, super excited. I personally have been getting from a lot of these readings that we need to bite the bullet, take the chance, take the risk, make a change, and maybe express how we feel if they don't already know. Okay, if they already know and you've already gotten that expression out, that note is not for you. Okay, I'm pretty sure if you're here, you've been led to be here, no matter what time it is, if it's today, the reading day, or 6 months later, that you're going to get something. You're led here because you're going to get something out of this reading. So stay with me. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to ask real quick where the DM is now. Where is the DM right now? And how is he relating to the feminine? Oh, does that one want to come? Yeah, that's it. I just always make sure. And how does the DM see the DF right now? What does the DM want from the DF? What is his block to the union? Union being coming together of two souls. A lot of these twin flames, if you don't know already, guys, they're in separation. That's a characteristic of the twin flame relationship, that you kind of come together, you spark each other, and then you go apart in order to heal on your own, to meet different people. You're two different bodies with one soul. If you're meant to be just one soul and one body, then you wouldn't have this big, mission. You wouldn't have to be separated. The reason why we're separated is because we've got to kind of handle different things and, with different people and for parts of our mission, typically. And it's also about healing as well. We can get more into that. But, okay, so the DM's blocked to union. Now, what is the advice for the DM? I'm going to try to go pretty quickly here because I have a Kundalini Yoga at 11:11. If any of you are interested in an amazing Kundalini Yoga, which is breathwork, sound bath, and the Kundalini Yoga, and it's all donation based, you could even go on their website and get your quick fix, and pay them later for a class if you're really, hard up for the cash. Send me an email, twinflamechanneling@gmail.com, and I'll point you in the right direction. Okay, and what is the advice that... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I already got that. What is the destiny of this relationship? Okay. All right. I'm going to start with this and then get into the divine feminine so I can do maybe 2 uploads, okay? And keep it a little bit shorter. Okay. So I love these cards because they say what it means right on it. So if you guys are making cards, maybe put at least a little description so people don't have to go back and forth with the book. The DM now, nature. Okay, now there's 10 cards that are these like power cards. So it's like a bonus card. So that's like a ding, ding, ding for the reading because they're very rare. It's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of that man-made box. Have they not been in those man-made egoic boxes? Just looking at material reality and money and whatever. Take a walk in the woods. Smell those flowers. Hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree huggery and stuff, but you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot. So this is funny because I know my masculine was doing runs outside. I think they are wanting to get out of the house, and they're getting into nature, but they're also like noticing the butterflies now, and they're noticing, the homeless people, and how, but they're also noticing the flowers, and they're like the things that they didn't notice before because everything was so busy and they were always in their head. They finally slowed down to notice like the breeze. This is just what I'm channeling. And what else was I just thinking with this? It's also just nature in general represents like the inner world and all that. So I think finally they have time to focus on the outer nature, but also their inner nature and like their spirituality. That's just kind of what I'm picking up. So that's where he is right now. How is he relating to the divine feminine? Okay. All right. Friendliness. So that is friendliness, and friendship is the basis of all relationships. Like if I was looking at the Maslow's hierarchy in terms of relationships, friendship would be at the bottom, right? So if you don't have friendship, you better not jump into bed with them or jump into marriage. You've got to be friends at the basis of it if you're going to spend a whole lifetime together, whether it's in mission, doing things co-creatively, or it's just romantically, right? So whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives by simply giving away grins like crazy. So, maybe he shows friendliness, he or she, it's the divine masculine, so whatever it is, sex isn't really related, but it's usually a masculine energy is usually male. But maybe he says, or they say, like they like a comment and just show that they're in that friendly mood, or they send you a little text, or, someone who just commented said her masculine did reach out to her. And, some of you guys haven't heard from them in 1 or 2 years. You're like, this is done. I don't know why I'm holding on, and why you're not holding on. You feel it in your body. Like you feel this connection that won't go away. So you can detach and let go, and I advise you to do that and focus on yourself. But if you keep seeing signs and sinks and running into them or whatever, that definitely could be the divine pulling you guys together like magnets. But it's really nice when he's friendly. I might join mine today on a Instagram live or whatever. He invited everybody to. We'll see how he treats me. We'll see if he says, hey, or if he smiles because he knows I'm there, or if he tells a story that I know about, But all of that would be showing his friendliness, even if he decides not to text me or confront me directly yet. Remember, a lot of these divine masculines have done us wrong in some way. Everything happens for a reason, though, right? So we have to let go with the opinion that they've done us wrong. Because if we focus the energy on that point, that's the reality we create. Do you hear me? For the people in the back. If we focus on what he's done wrong and where he's failed and where, that will recreate itself and draw that energy back to us. So we need to focus on what can go right and what he is doing right and what's sort of romantic about it, even when we're in separation, which would be like a smile or a nod or a like, hey, boo, you're so sweet. How are you? Like whatever it is, just being acknowledged. So you might not get the gifts and the trips and all that right now, but being acknowledged is something to be grateful for. So be grateful for any friendliness he is showing you right now instead of thinking about what is missing and what's lacking still, okay? Once you're grateful for the little things, then you get something a little bigger, and you're grateful for that, and then you get something a little bigger, and then all of a sudden you get your ring. Now, I wanted to share... I got sidetracked. Sorry, I only had a few hours of sleep. Somebody decided to text me at like 6 a.m. Don't do that, guys. Don't text people that early. Think about how selfish that is. I didn't get to bed since it was super full moon. I rarely can sleep, and I didn't have anything to drink last night. I'm trying to stay sober, and I went to bed at like 2, maybe. And then somebody wakes me up at like 6:20. Be aware of others and where they're at before you send, because some people do. You might have silent phone, but not everybody does. And this person who I love her to death, but it was like a text chain of 6 or 7 of us, and 2 of us I know are asleep. So just be cognizant, because being conscious isn't about posting wisdom quotes. It is about being compassionate and aware of yourself and other people. So keep that in mind. And I say that too because I had this real spiritual roommate once, and she was talking on the phone at 2 a.m. to her boyfriend. I'm like, babe, everybody can hear you. She's like, why do you care so much about what people think of you? I'm like, no, you don't get it. I don't care what they think of us. I care about the fact that you are waking them up. That's bad karma. Like if people can't sleep because of your loudmouth, that's not compassion at all. So I don't know what you're doing spiritual work, because that's the basis of what you got to start with is integrity and compassion, love, honor, truth, all that. Okay, so this came in a little quote box from this wonderful giveaway I got, and I guess you've had a chance to read it. All of my life, I've jumped off the cliff and built my wings. It works every single time. It never fails. So what are you waiting on, guys? What have you been sitting on? Are you waiting for your masculine to give you the thumbs up? Maybe you really don't need him. Maybe he's been waiting on you to take the step forward into your purpose. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on him to come to you because you hear that guys are supposed to chase girls, and maybe he's nervous and shy. Maybe he just wants to make sure you don't hate him. So maybe sending him a little, just something little that shows that you don't have hangups, or in other words, you forgive him. Maybe that would help him step in like that, Knight of like Cups on his horse. You know what I mean? So I think in this, I did not pull this. This was just the first card. So I just feel like this is leading us to be willing to take risk. I was just listening to, I'll fix that later. I was just listening to one of our beautiful twin flames, and I'm not going to mention her, but she was saying, like, no, it's time to step back. And I don't really feel that energy fully. I think every relationship is different, and that's why you've got to get your own reading. If you're in confusion and you need help, obviously I can help you. twinflamechanneling.com. Thank you. All right, how the DM sees the DF. I love this. Does she not follow her heart, right? I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes. And when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool, weird stuff to see along the way. So she trusts, and he knows that she trusts the journey. And that's why she hasn't been pounding down his door trying to get answers. And he loves that about her, because he's needed time and space and to do it on his own terms. That's our divine masculines. That's what makes them divine and masculine. They do have a little stubbornness and a little bit of ego and pride that's kind of stood in the way, but they want to do it the right way. And the times when they've jumped into things without looking are the times where they should have really looked. With us, they could have jumped in and it probably would have been fine. But because of their bad experiences of jumping in the past, they are taking their time. But they love the fact that you are sort of flexible and you go with the flow, just like a surfer there. And you know that you're just going to pick up all the little good gems along the way of what's going on. And that's going to bless your union. I love that. It's so true. I just love the divine, because this is so true with what's going on in my situation. How about you guys? Give me a like if you think that this, comment if this is what's going on with yours. Ooh. Oh, shoot. DM what he wants from the DF. Ice cream? Sundays with shrimp and chicken? Well, does he need a good meal? He might need a good meal cooked by a good woman. But listen, this is my first take on this. My first take is that he feels that you have options, so he's getting a little nervous. As I open to the abundant possibilities of my life's path, I'm reminded that I always have unlimited options. Life is a buffet, and I allow myself to choose whatever makes me happiest without limiting thoughts like, you can't put mac and cheese on your baked potato. You sure can. And I will put some bacon bits on top of that too. What he wants from her is that she stop entertaining all the options and just commit to him. I had a dream last night. It was so lovely, actually. We were just at an event, and he like pulled me close to him. There was all these people around. It was like a public setting, and he just like pulls me right into him, and he's like, "I'm your boyfriend." And then somebody woke me up at 6:20. Anyway, but it was just really, really sweet, you know? And it was just, I saw people looking like in shock because they didn't expect that from him. And it's like people I knew that like are like, dude, you're crazy thinking this guy is like has any feelings for you. But I just know he does because I have them for him, and I don't have feelings for people who don't have feelings for me. 21, 21, 21, 22, boom. Okay, so he wants you to stop entertaining all these options and just say, you're my boyfriend, and I'm your girlfriend, or vice versa, right? Yes. Yeah, I'm getting a big yes. Ooh, what's the block to union? Personal growth, okay. Oh, as I move towards greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits just fall away, like water off a duck's back. Like training wheels on a bike, they help me get to where I am, but now that I can ride, I don't need those slow and crummy wheels, except when I'm making bike analogies. Funny, right? I love this deck. And it just fits my unicorn theme. I mean, hello. You don't even know. I am a rainbow unicorn, and the 4 stars represent the 4 cornerstones of the 4 stars. Anyway, it's a long story. But the rabbit, I'm also like, when I was a kid, I was like, I'm a bunny. Because they're cute and bouncy. And then like later in life, I also was asked by like a company, like, what animal are you and why? And some girl said she's an eagle because she flies high above the bullshit, whatever. She didn't say bullshit. She said BS. And I just panicked. I was like, I'm a bunny because I'm cute and bouncy. I bounce. What did I say? I bounce from here and there. And I'm just friends with everybody because I had said that in like 4th grade at a thing. And that's all I could remember. And like everybody at this career orientation thing, they look at me like I'm a child. Anyway, so personal growth. What is this? So it's his block. Is he not growing? No, that's a big no. That's a big no. Sorry. When I'm asking questions, I'm always holding this. So if you don't see it and I go, oh, it's a no, just trust me. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The divine knows what they're doing. As I move towards greater consciousness. So I do feel like he is moving towards greater consciousness. And the wheels are falling away. But maybe he just feels that there's like half of a wheel left. You know what I mean? There's still a little something he needs to get rid of before he's fully clean and clear and ready to go. I also think some of them feel like you understand this whole personal growth world and he doesn't as well. Or he thinks that you think he doesn't, but he does. So he's trying to figure out how to say to you, girl, I'm at your level. Like, maybe I'm not, but like, I've just read all these books. Have you read that book? Oh, you haven't. It's almost like he wants you to commend him on his growth. Yeah. But for now, he's feeling a little stuck there. That's why it's a block. Okay. If you guys have any other insights, because I know a lot of you are intuitive, put them in the comments because I think that would help everybody out as well too. I channel and I'm channeling for the majority of us while I'm sitting here, but I know a lot of you have a lot of great gifts, and especially if it's like a card where I might see the Ace of Swords as like communication and new communication and cutting to the chase. You might see it as being direct or something else. So it's always great for all of us to learn, what these cards mean and the signs and symbols and how to work with them, right? It's all important. Oh my goodness, so cute. Love. What's the advice that he's receiving? Or if you are a divine masculine, when I get to this part, this is the advice for you. It's time to love. Love is a many splendored thing. I'm hearing love is a wonderful thing. Na-na-na, don't make you... what are the words? Love is a wonderful thing. All right, look it up. Look it up because there might be any lyrics that come through. I am a channel. So when songs come through, a lot of times the lyrics are speaking to you. Love is a many splendored thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendors. Let's do that every day, guys, to have 3 things we're grateful for, 3 things where we saw the love, whether it's seeing the love in the beautiful rose that's blossoming, or seeing the love in that smile that a neighbor gives you, or that little gift you didn't expect. Like, I didn't expect all these. I got 3 card decks, a bunch of quotes, a journal, a weekly notepad, and what else did I get? Anyway, one other thing. So 2 other things. I expected one thing from my win, and I got all these. So I'm actually thinking about, with people who comment, like, and subscribe, putting them all into, at the end of this month, all the comments, because I am doing that free reading for the comments. You have to like and subscribe as well, or already be subscribed. And then when you comment, every time you comment each week, those comments go into a hat and I pull. Okay, so do look at your last comments to me if you've made them, because somebody won the prior week and has not got back to me yet, and I just let the other person know who won last week, who gets a free reading, a free 3 card, maybe 4 card, depending on which spread we want to do, and 5 pendulum questions. So that is at least $55 at my biggest discount, but it's normally, right now, Corona discounts $33.33. Couldn't get better than that if you just want to grab a reading. I know you guys got that stimulus money. Let's figure out what's going on with your life. A $33.33 is a little investment. It's very small for what we can do. But the ones who get it for free, it's amazing. And right now, because my channel's new and I'm trying to get likes and subscribes and comments, please, like, help me out so other people can see this and get the benefits. And yeah, and I'm just really excited to talk to you guys and help you in your own situations, because that just fuels me up and makes me so happy, because it really is aligned to my purpose. No matter how much I fight it, I'm always going to be doing one-on-ones probably. Love. So he's receiving this advice, like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent, or the surge of self-congratulation I feel when I sink a 3-point trash basket shot on the first try. Oh my God, that is like one of my favorite things ever. Or how about the chills I get while singing along to name of song, you know the one, love, love, love is a wonderful thing. So he's being guided to just love and to just feel that specialness. And just, if you are a divine masculine and you're trying to figure out what to do, just approach it with love, not excuses. I mean, share what was going on in the facts and be honest. We are very intuitive, divine feminines are, so we can see through BS. We can see through beating around the bush. Like, we really like being direct. I mean, I loved it in the dream where he was like, I'm your boyfriend. And I was just sort of grinning, like, okay, whatever you say, boo. I'm down for you, because that's what God wants us to do. Oh, because it's the story of my life. Oh my gosh. Story of my life. So the guys that sing that song were actually at an event with my DM and I. back in 2013. They sat right next to us, and one of the band guys was saying, who sings that? It's just not coming to me right now because I got little sleep. But yeah, like one of the guys was saying, oh, this guy has never really been kissed. And he was like the young, cute one. And I was like about to be like, I'll kiss you. But my DM was there, so I didn't. But he was like flirting with me, and he's so much younger than me, but he's so cute. But story of my life. So this is what the divine connection is. It's the story of our life. It is the epic love story of our lives. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have sort of an inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, the karmics, is doing their best. Okay, so we forgive them all. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn that Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. So this is a reminder that this whole love story, it's not about the dude or the girl. It's about the inner journey and the story, okay? And it has a happy ending. But you've got to stay focused on that happy ending, 3113. You've got to stay focused on that happy ending, not all the not so great stuff. Okay? You guys are going to be together before you know it, and you're going to be like, hold up, I wasn't even finished with this. Can you go back in your cave and then come back later? Okay, so we're at 31 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video, and then this will be part one. Part ones will be the divine masculines, and then I'm going to get back on and do part two. All right, remember to take that risk if all you've listened to is the divine masculine. But I do encourage you to listen to the divine feminine too, because that's you. And when you are aligned to your highest, then all this comes in. All right, much love, guys.